Welcome to the Honest Bunch, guys. We're super excited. We started off season 3 with a lot of fire, and we're definitely going to sustain that. Every time I get a chance, I always say, we appreciate you. It is not easy to subscribe and come every week. And it is because of you that we are consistent. Thank you so much for your comments. Thank you so much for inviting your friends. Thank you so much for the advice and the suggestions. We're really very grateful. And we promise that we'll keep delivering and giving you the very best. On the show today, it's going to be amazing. Somebody who is going to shake all the tables and cause earthquake in the conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to just quickly introduce the other members of the bunch, the other bunch in the honesty, before I introduce our guest. But my immediate right is Deity Cole.
Hi.
Omo re,
Stop.
Omo Dudu, Omo Maradon.
I'm blushing.
And ladies and gentlemen, after Deity Cole, then there's somebody else, and then there is Zainab. Zainab. Zeze. Zazu.
No.
Zeze. And ladies and gentlemen, a man of enchanting physiognomy, a man of several degrees and characters, my leader. Ladies and gentlemen, an entertainment aficionado. Nedu.
Rest of the people.
Now, he started from the bottom, put in work, and today he's celebrated world over. And you can tell that it's a process. When you do all that you can and give your best and you have capacity, you're definitely going to succeed. This person go good at ultimate search. Many people don't know. Yes, now. Many people don't know. He go good at ultimate search and he won. This person a model. Many people don't know. And this person a person will be saying, now thespian par excellence, or he cook himself. Not be say he just stumble upon him. Oh, they say I can art. I used to art in Bible study. They now say I should. No, he sabi am. He go, he learn. He go to school for New York when they learn about filmmaking. I dey do my research now. It's a big book. Nollywood is proud of. Hollywood is proud of. The world is proud of. Ladies and gentlemen, Anikulakpo, Saro, troublemaker, kingdom destroyer. To the foundation of the king, even the ancestors, they go look and say, this Okuni, what is for you? Put your hands together for Remi. Welcome.
Gracias.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Asante sana.
Siabonga.
Yeah.
Is it the mistake you ever make in life is introducing your girlfriend? You think, oh, okay, I got him as a friend. Let me just flex with him, innit? Make I just call my girlfriend for video call and let me just tell him that, oh, Kunle Remi is here with me. Oh, say hi to Kunle. Your girlfriend, don't go.
What's it, love? You don't go.
I'm the guy that you're my boyfriend. I'm the guy that one guy like that call. one guy like that call and say, oh, yeah, are you not Nedu's girl? No, Nedu ke. We are just close. So he's my spiritual brother. Hey, he's gone. What's it, law? So on the show today, we're discussing entertainers and entertainment money. Entertainers and entertainment money. Why he be say most, no make I not talk say most, some people, they tie or associate their earnings or their source of wealth to something when they dishonest. Why? Shey na because of say maybe, they don't work hard, they don't make money, they can't they show off. Shey na say some people not just like make you show off. And so as you they show off, they believe say, if you make that money. Some people believe say through, for example, for inside Nollywood now, the actors say na lie. If you make some kind of money, if you buy some kind of things. Some people believe say skit makers na lie. You get another thing what they do. So I'm going to say this influencer that you are calling yourself, there's another thing you are influencing to make this money.
Yes.
So we're discussing entertainment. Baba, wow.
Yes, Baba, yes.
So you are part of the people.
No.
Yes.
See, personally, I've got businesses, innit?
Multiple streams of income.
I've got multiple streams of income. I've got apartment businesses. I've got this. I've got equities in different companies and stuff that is giving me money. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't really need the content. I need the content money for some things, but it gets some people where be say, "Bruh, I don't want to call names." One, now 8 million in the collect. He dey do nyash. He's fruity. He's a guy. He's fruity. Each time they wipe him, they give him 8 million. Now, the other one, he's fruity. Each time they wipe him, they give him 15 million. This one, I'm talking from facts. I know. Now, I don't want to mention their names. Those that know. Now, these guys, one of them is smart enough not to show himself what he's got too much. The other one is not that smart. He shows, oh, I did this, or I bought this house, I've got this car, I bought this house for my mother, I bought this house. You know what I'm saying? They do that all the time. You can tell. We make Facebook money, bruv. We make YouTube money, bruv. But we know that YouTube money is a lot, but it's not compared to that. And you can tell that the money na from another place they come. I didn't aware. I didn't know.
Okay, so what you talk, we say, so make we just see entertainers and entertainment money. So you they talk say, as an entertainer now, that entertainment money, not be all low. Okay. Just like some people they talk, the money they come from dishonest means or outside waiting that they do.
Come from outside waiting that they do. Now, have you ever Kunle Remi is a fucking wonderful person. Kunle Remi makes money. He's here. They make money from movie. They make money from appearances and stuff.
You have other
but
things, I'm sure.
He ain't get all that thing. I'm sure he's got other one or two things where they give and bar. Kunle not go come outside. Can they show you he buy Range Rover 2000 and autobiography 2022? He's not gonna come out and show you that. Because that car is like close to 100 million, if not more.
I don't get to. I don't get to. Anyone that wants to give me, should give me. I know how to drive. I have a driver's license.
You know what I'm saying? You know, come outside content and say, I bought a house for my mother and the house is worth 200 million. Not saying he's not going to buy a house for his mother. I bought a house for my parents. You know the house where I arranged for my parents. You know it there. I not post them because that's small money. I cannot come and go and kill myself. You get the point now. There are some people that showcase this thing, and we at first they believe, say, no, this person they try. Oh, what a wonderful thing. But ask yourself, what's be the extra thing? You know what that does? It can't make you where they do the same thing where they do. You can question yourself.
That's quite typical in my industry, our industry, because most of us are actors or delve into acting. And I've had people, so it's not even just my own perception, because I'm a very confident person in my space, right? But you see people that outside there, they're on social media, and they say to you, how come all these girls are those? Oh, you mean they suffer, right? And they have a point, because they will say to you, how come the girls seem to be doing better than the men? That's a very valid question. I get to set and I see, I probably drive to set, drive my normal, moderate car. Now, here's the thing, not because I can't save up or want to buy a bigger car. I just don't see a reason for that yet. When I know I can go and rent, if I need to rent, if I need to get a driver, I can do that. My dream car, I don't have the money yet. And it's understandable. But when I get it, I will get it. But now, you buy the old model, Abi.
So
every year, if I don't buy that one, if I don't buy my dream car this year, next year I don't look for the new model. Say, this new model is sharp. But you get to set and you see your co-actress pull up. Not just pull up, pull up. Bruh. You can't look and say, I'm a lead, Abi. I go look and say, I have a fan that's amazing, Cutie Ella. She's amazing. She's been following me all along. If I need to give her a trip abroad, I need to celebrate her. She literally has a count of films that she's seen me in, and she counted 80 films, going on 90 films. I look and say, I don't do 90 films. Now we are in an industry where you don't have a pension plan, you don't have a gratuity plan. That's the entertainment industry. Because there is no structure. Even the country don't get structure. What's more the industry? How the industry won't get structure if country don't get structure. So every film I do that I give my craft to, that's it. If you sell this film 100 times, now COVID happened, people wanted content. People were consuming content. So all these streaming platforms, everybody was buying content because people were at home, right? So you see, every time this film I've done that you pay me 100K for, say 100K for, every time this film goes out or is shown or is repurchased or re-signed on a streaming platform, I don't get jack from that.
Yeah.
So if you pay me 100K to be on this job,
That's all.
that is all for the rest of my life.
Oh, wow.
Now I've done 80s. Now can I bust your head? Imagine every film I've done. Imagine I signed a contract to have 50K or 100K every time this movie is sold. Now, say is renewed. Contracts are renewed every 2 years. Right? Netflix, they show it for 2 years or 4 years, and then they renew it. They'll still pay you. Right? So imagine if every talent, let's leave every talent. Imagine I, as a talent, I'm speaking for myself, gets 100K from every renewal. Do you know what that is for me? On 80 films. Then I can live a certain life.
Exactly.
Because I would now want to work more, make that 80 films 90. I don't care if I'm in Asaba or anywhere. As long as I'm working, I know that by the time I'm retiring, or I'm, there's a newer Kunle Remi, or there's a newer guy out there, and I know that there's money that will always come in from every job I've done. But we're not considered that way, which is why I understand why people mix other things with the career or the career you're doing. Now that doesn't make you now start making all of us feel very stupid, because we're doing the same thing. I probably know the budget of this whole film that we're doing. I know how much I was paid. I know how much. I have an idea how much you were paid. I'm a lead. I know the value, and not even just knowing how much I was paid. I know how much I am giving into this film compared to you. We go still stress this set where I did on. Where you go still come late, you go still come from. Say I really don't need this job or this money. I mean, I just sweat here, and then you pull up in a nice car. Now I'm very confident. I'm never intimidated with all those things. But people around see it as though, what are you not doing? What are you doing differently? What are they doing differently? I can't answer that question till tomorrow. Now, some people tell you, I'm selling. Ladies will tell you, I'm selling hair. I'm doing this. I have multiple streams of income. Yeah, some people genuinely have that.
Did you?
Some people, you have it by mouth. Right? We don't know exactly what the conversation is. Now, the next person coming after you, what are they expecting to get when they get to where you are?
Deep.
So you're expecting that, if this person, I don't want to mention him, if this girl is driving this kind of car, that means this industry is booming. Then they now come into this thing, give their best, and they're not saying what you are saying they are doing. Bro, I'm not exaggerating. Maybe I'm going to be the first actor that would earn 50 million naira for a project. That's the goal, right? And that's even small compared to what
other people
content
earn.
is,
Exactly,
compared to what
content
you
is.
give.
Exactly.
Every doctor, everybody working in the bank, they have a pension plan. They will work for certain years. Pension is already taken out. When they retire, they are good. At least, right? They can, if you're lucky to have built your house, you can be a landlord, collecting rent, collecting your pension, if your state government gives you, that kind of thing. But you see, we don't have that plan. Except we develop that ourselves to say, every money I make I they pay something for pension on the side. But the young guy coming, imagine I'm living a life where I just tell autobiography. You now think it's Nollywood that gives me the autobiography. But how many jobs do you think I need to buy? How much is autobiography? I'm sorry.
I mean, depending on the list, you can get 65 million, 60 million, and the rest of them.
Bro. So
I mean, it's really very good that this is somebody who has spent a long time in the industry.
I've done a decade.
Exactly. and not be say you just did there, they manage. You did there full time. You don't do it well.
Line.
You don't do it well. But I dey look, say, for example, some people might enjoy maybe patronage from maybe other things that they do. Because the truth is, I don't see where they'll say, rate my drip. Somebody go talk, say, my hair is 800K. You understand? If you get person will be say, maybe, they go somewhere. Oh. Maybe if the person, they do another business when they make the money. Because, I mean, many people don't say anything until you begin to show off.
Yeah.
It can't be like saying, now when the person begin to show off, we don't even know if, for example, the guy has even more money, but he not show him. Now the one way show, people go they question the source of his wealth. They talk saying they do certain things. If, for example, like you have said, you get multiple streams of income, who is saying these people do not have multiple streams of income. And who is saying it is their fault that you are watching from outside, you are tying their success to just what they do. Before the person maybe pull up on that set, if you be saying don't go deliver hair.
You know something. I mean, Kunle has said everything he said, and he's 100% correct and perfect in everything he said. But let me tell you the truth, because of the fact that we're also in the same industry, and then we relate with these people, we know, as he knows, that most of them, Baba, now just film then they do. And chairman, I've walked in once on some of your influencers and celebrities. 2 of them, I don't tell you this thing personally. I walked in with 2 of them having a threesome with somebody that I know. Yes, I said it. I've walked in with 2 of your favorite influencers and celebrities.
Female or male?
Female.
Okay.
In Transcorp Hilton, Abuja, the famous hotel. Both of them did there because the guy, they wiped 2 of them. Now, the thing is, I'm not going to mention their name because they saw me and they expect me to respect them, and I respect them enough not to mention their names. But the truth is, the person that put them there is my friend. I not even know, you know the person. I not even know, say the person put them there. This same person organic, Nedu have fun now. Give me this guy who go Big Brother. Oh, Jesus, I shouldn't have mentioned that. Well, I don't talk him anyway. Fuck it. Give me this guy go Big Brother.
Okay.
Make her just talk to her. He gave her 3 million.
You just talk to her.
Just to talk to her. 3 million.
Never see pint.
He never see pints.
That's a smart lady, right?
She was in Lagos. He's in
Very
Abuja.
smart.
No, my guy he's a giver. 3 million
Amazing
he
man.
drop. The day he wiped that girl, he gave her almost $15,000.
And that's the pressure you now create
So-
for.
You understand?
Oh,
Now
mo.
that kind of pressure won't complete
But-
for that. So she knows what she's doing to get money. Are you going to tell me that other people now go see that girl now? Say, man, this girl, I want to hustle like that. They'll come the hustle, say, they know they get that thing way then they get.
I really,
So what thing can be the extra thing?
but I really think that that we shouldn't, because there are some people. It's fine. No, what you guys are saying is correct. There are some ladies or some men that whenever they pull out, you'll be wondering that is this the same thing we are doing?
The
that you are
men
doing?
that are doing that are fruity men. Men that are fruity.
Some of them are not fruity. Some of them are not fruity.
Now,
Some
if
of
you
them
dey-
there
are
are
not
some
fruity.
men-
Some of them are even bankrolled.
by these women.
That word
There
came
are
out
some-
since
there are
that
some-
clip.
there are
Bankroll. Who's
some that are
bankrolling you?
doing more.
Who is bankrolling you? You're very stupid.
There are some people that are doing more that they are not fruity. They are all that things you can be doing that it doesn't have to do with any sexual.
Yeah, but
activity.
even in that space,
And it's still not legal.
there is something called, which we all know, was one of your episodes, one of your topics, packaging.
Mhm.
That is also still leading astray. Because if I'm a guy, I'm not fruity. I don't have any other thing that I'm doing. Maybe I'm just in this industry and I'm just grinding. And I have the packaging of maybe I'll get home and wait there's on the side, or maybe you just they do your things, randomly. And then you have to live up to, or you're a guy they sell car, you don't buy the car, they pay small, but you're pulling up. You see that thing? It's leading people astray.
A law.
Fact check. I'm not saying, first of all, we're still going to go to the audience, so we're still going to go to the fans.
I was
We're still
going
going
to
to
say
get
that.
them more because
Let me say that
some of them, because some of them is the project, is what they think or what they
Yes.
think you should be, that they judge you.
Yeah, exactly. Like
They judge you by
put it
how
on you.
I know how much they do. If you work on they do it to radio, you don't know what Nedu is doing, right? But then they just feel like you shouldn't be below or above
How much did they pay for Nedu for radio?
exactly.
How much did they collect for
my
skits?
brother, when they do show now, I know if they invite these people for show, I know what they be.
See, let me tell you
Oh, I
something.
know. I know that.
Exactly. I've
I know-
experienced this
I
thing
know people
before.
that-
Like nothing, absolutely nothing between this person, and this person gave me up to 4M. I swear to myself, like, nothing, absolutely nothing. But if another person should see that, they will probably say, there's definitely these people, they are smashing.
material, men, they
something,
suffer.
something is happening. Something is happening
Men,
with these
they
people,
suffer.
definitely.
Sorry,
See,
they didn't
it's
do anything.
not
They just give you
wrong.
4 million.
Nothing.
Yes.
Yeah, she knows about it.
Hey!
Nothing.
Yes.
See,
Look,
like even you,
these things
bro,
happen.
it happens around.
Not
like
everyone
it's not
needs
a
to
big
open
deal.
leg. You have to know that you were raised with standards that you're not hungry.
Exactly. And
Hey!
these people
Like
do
my
know
dad
that you
has
are
a
not
very
hungry
nice
as
family.
well.
I'm
They
not-
know
you're
this.
not hungry. So when you're coming, What are you coming for? Am I looking for you? I'm not.
You don't even have to ask some of them. And you get it in
you won't
thousands of
ask. Why
dollars.
am I
It depends on the type
I'm
of
not
people
asking.
you
I don't
have
need
around
it.
you.
But you give me thank you.
I know the actress.
Thank you, goodbye.
But
Drug you 4 million.
being a
And it's not the first time.
But you see where I have a problem with this thing is I have friends, female, friends in the industry and even as friends, that I know they get all these gifts. I'm always like, I said, Kunle, nothing. Like, this guy doesn't never ask me to see my pint. I'm like, wow, did you see your pint? And they gave you 4 million naira? Why don't they happen to guys? Like I will meet a guy that will tell me, say, Kunle, I watch this film. We're in the film. We're in the film together.
Okay.
He said, how are you? Tell me your account number. The guy maybe just randomly chilling 1.5 just because say that was a nice film. Let me just support you.
Yeah.
Let me just bless you.
Fucking guy who approached me and say, Baba, nice one. You enjoy nice things. Which nice things is that? And I say, accounts me.
Or put dollars.
Or just say, Baba, just for that performance was great.
Yeah, they do that to
but
me,
there
guys.
are women that do that for guys.
I've experienced
one guy has done that to me. After my film is in
guys,
cinema,
what's
Ijakumo, after he came my mail, he's like, I owe you 200k. I have that and I just owe you 200k. You know what? Give me. I did a 200k transfer to me because that was just fantastic. But I don't know how you guys feel when they give you 4 million. But see that 200k, I was like, It's not, now it's 200k, but I appreciate it. Like,
Maybe
what?
Do you know what? Do you know what?
But I see that guy as a god. I'm like,
it's very hard for men to impress
collect
other
that
men, but it's not hard for women.
He said I school collect that 200k.
I talk him online.
I thought it was a lot, but guess what?
It's not
Some
same.
girls go look at 200k.
I know. I'm
Collect,
sorry.
no,
They
thank
do.
you.
I'm sorry. Like girls, see, Naomi don't talk this name before. She don't talk him before. It's expensive to be a fine girl because, like, what are you looking at?
You know how many responsibilities we have as men.
See.
Yeah, but like, do
why
you think what we
packaging
are
is
wearing
actually
is-
very important.
Packaging is
It's
very important.
important.
Like, I'm not saying 200k
There's
is
no
not
way
a
that
lot.
guy would
It
have
is,
seen
but
you in
it
like
will finish
Dunlop
real quick
slippers,
with a
wearing
girl.
baggy t-shirt.
It
I'm
will
like, take
finish
4
real
million.
quick.
It's important.
Baba, I had to post. I said,
You don't
this
have to
film is
open
so.
your
Go and
legs
watch it
for
in the cinema. The
everything,
film is so
honestly.
sweet. So none of my bond gave me 200k. But here's the thing. I don't want you to. I never want you, because I know there are so many people that look up to us. So many people. I never want to lead people astray and make you feel like.
I know somebody. I know something.
I never want you to feel like
wanna be
things are rosy. It took me a decade for people to appreciate my craft. A decade and an amazing film. And for people to say, that's when people actually saw me. Then they now go back and start saying, this guy is actually good. Over time, you see my growth, but it took me a decade, bro.
But make my girl, we want girl do one film where she get nyash, she get breast. That's all. Now let
That's
so,
great. Can I give
but
a
if whatever
reference
she
of
gets-
where a
hold
guy-
on.
I have a reference of where a guy made a song about one of the richest people in Nigeria. The guy heard the song and he loved how much he was hearing his name. He dashed him 5M. Like, I love hearing my
on the
name on the
single.
radio.
So there are
Take
people.
5M. It happens.
It happens.
It does.
So they also
They
do
do
Cause
that
my
for guys.
papa no be
Dangote,
Dangote.
somebody.
Oh,
No,
those ones they don't use their name. See
No,
that?
it's
Nah,
not
for another
one.
person.
Let me say something. What I'm trying to say is, it's easy. Almost every girl now, for their bio, now before got a small girl, big girl. now Nollywood actress. Now all these guys, it's so bad that these girls pay directors to be in the movies.
This has been a thing
I
for
heard
a
that
while.
happens. I heard that
So
happens.
been happening for
pay,
years.
bruh. I
Over
don't see.
10
I
years
know
I've
two
heard
girls.
this
I don't
thing.
know.
But can I boss you? What happens now?
Doesn't work to their benefit.
Now you no longer pay the director to be in your movie. You make money, however you make money, and
you should be
pay
the
the
one.
producer
You be
to
your
make a
lead role.
film, and you be your lead.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
But so it has advanced beyond. So now
level,
director
new
looks up to you. It has advanced. It has gone beyond. Director pay me to be in this film. That one I still say they beg you. I'm still subject to you. Now I gotta look for that 4 million naira to make a TV film, and that 4 million naira, you know, saying I just one call. Nobody you person just dash 4 million naira. Person dash 4 million, look and say, I can use this thing to blow. What's the blowing of this thing? I will be lead. Write a right story. I know this popular director. I know you are a director. Let me direct this film now. Or I call other actors. You call, bam. She's
That's
just
the whole
lead.
thing in there.
So it has gone.
In your
We've
pockets.
advanced beyond paying.
Now, the question I go ask you, a lot of ladies, I don't know why each time I think about this scene, now one girl, they come my mind, where I know, say, her movies, she knows how to act well, she's got good body, but she has a house of hers in Lekki, Her name has O and it's got A on it. In the first letter. And if you think about it being more, that's your business. She's got a house. She's got a lot of money, but she doesn't know how to act. But she's got good body because I can count like 3 people who don't call me for her. The first person who called me for that girl gave her $5,000. The second person gave her $10,000. So you see, she's not that good when it comes to acting. But I know where she lives. I know how many people have called me saying, Nedu, how far? I want wipe this girl.
You should say that acting not just be her hobby. And she get all that is when she do. Maybe she's into catering business.
Then go drag to enter one movie so that for the Instagram bio they go put Hollywood actress.
Really, does it bring up any?
I have a cousin that called me one time and saw one very hot babe on Instagram with numbers.
I don't get
you know what I mean? Instagram, you can even still buy numbers. With numbers, I said, Kunle. I say, he said, I just sent you one page for Instagram. Check. I was like, check. He said, this one's an actress.
Funny enough, whenever Instagram
genuinely, I look at I say I've never. Yes, maybe I am programmed to see people that are really good.
Yeah, you wouldn't know everybody.
I can't know everybody, but there's some people that just say like, oh, maybe I've seen your project, or I just feel like I've heard about you. I'm like, this person is really good, and I wouldn't actually look forward to working or sparring with you on set. But there's some people that you carry that title, but I haven't seen shit.
What's the percentage? I'm going to ask you this.
In only way, you have 1.3 million followers. What are you? Where are you coming from?
Exactly. Now the question I'm going to ask you now is, it might put you on the spot, but regardless, I'm going to ask you.
I never did spot as I did like this.
What's the percentage of girls in your industry, in Hollywood industry, that you know it is not the movie that's giving them the money?
Percentage. Now that is very
in the range of 1 to 10.
In the range of 1 to 10, that is very dicey, because if we're going to mix it up, I would say, that's giving that they seem very good.
They seem very good, but
it's not from that same industry.
Not from that same industry.
But it's all of them now. But here's the thing: it's mixed. I know a couple of people that I actually do respect their hustling spirit. I could mention a few. That they are hustlers. They do so many things. I'll mention a Bimbo, I'll mention a Nancy.
Bimbo is wonderful.
That I know I can see their hard work. Now, I can't calculate your account number, your account balance, but I can see your hard work. Now, those are the ones that people feel like Bimbo doesn't even show off.
Oh, she doesn't.
She does not.
Nancy's job makes her, because she's a presenter. They pay her for appearances, so you can see that if she pulls up, she has to create that content and she has to live that life. And I feel she earns well and earns enough to live that life.
To support that.
We can see that
but
she has a TV show.
There's a lot of people that still think that that's not what it is.
But I think she shows enough of everything she does. She represents a couple of brands, and it's not
very
small
big
money.
brands.
Yeah, and it's not small money. She has her own TV show. She's an actor, and the same Nancy I was jamming on a Baka TV job. The same Nancy I was jamming on Ebony Live TV.
She's a hustler.
The same Nancy, and you can see. Now there are a couple of people that you just know that you're always slaying and you are fine. And I feel if you say na Yankee with day, people for they hide though. If they pay taxes. So you see here, they pay my name came up in the tax recently, and I have to go and start dealing with that. But I mean, we know they show off, but imagine all these people that show. Imagine you were paying taxes. You go not say nobody. Not only will
respect yourself.
Will probably be the poorest industry, because everybody go they hide because you can't explain why you have a 100 million in your account, a 70 million in your account.
But yet again, I want to say that we should be careful with the way we pocket watch for people, because like there are some people. I will stand my ground on this again. They are allowed to have like other things doing outside of
industry.
Outside of the industry.
Fucking is an industry.
Can I finish my point?
No, there is.
There are actually some people like they actually have other things outside of that industry. Absolutely. It doesn't have to be because they have one big god or somebody. They can have comfortable families.
Yeah.
They can have businesses like other businesses that they are doing, and it will match the energy of what we are seeing out there.
I get it.
It will match the energy.
Apart from Rita Dominic, that I know that's got a good family. Which other actress get good family?
I can't count right now, but there are definitely a lot.
Your percentage, like you say, out of 10, I would say 3%.
Really? I don't think
so.
No,
I'm not done. No, I'll say 3% have other side hustles that they do.
Okay.
I would say 3% have good families. You see the many for?
7. 7.
See, but I can't explain. I really can't explain. And they can't be bothered.
I don't want to start calling names. Listen,
This is
I
the
don't want
first
to
time.
start calling
This is the first
names.
time I'm never going to say this on anywhere. 2010, we started building a house for my parents and my siblings. In 2010, that's after Ultimate Search. So like a chunk of my, earnings, was like, what, let's sort this house thing out. 2010, we started. We didn't complete this until like 2020 or 2020 because in my mind, as we maybe say
10 years.
Maybe you say you start with say, move by the land first. Now you bad. My parents live in Badon. Let's start the land first. Let's start this first, and then fast forward. I couldn't expect another boom
Go come.
Now my guy will just debut. We dey into real estate. Tell me say, Alaye, this NEC where you dey buy, this whiskey where you dey buy is 50K. Do you know how many bags of cement is that? You know how many blocks you buy with that? So anytime I want to buy NEC is, Alaye, let's do Voltron. Wow. 10K. I'm not trying to be a big boy.
Yes.
Let's do that. All of us on drop 10K and we go drink when he finish.
Makes sense.
But that's wisdom. It's called Voltron. But then again, I had 40K to say, buy blocks, buy this thing. It took us almost 10 years to complete that house.
Wow.
Meanwhile, on social media,
I
you
never
see
posted
people
it
buying
online.
houses.
April 2022, God great year. The same time I called my siblings, we rabbled us. I said, let's change mom's car. Let's buy a car. Right? I just didn't post it online because I don't need
You don't.
you to feel good for
You know,
me.
they say, I buy
But it
car
was-
for my mother. Who go buy it before
no,
na
but
me?
Exactly. And the blessing comes from the once you say Momsi take, Momsi says, hey, thank you, Jesus. That's all I needed. Not you saying,
Yes,
oh my
I
God,
don't
you are
need your
so sweet.
congratulations,
You are
yeah.
so no. I'm only saying this out of saying
Very true.
it took me a decade to understand money. That bam, no, they come like that too. There's a point where bam will come.
You go come here.
Oh, it will come. But before that bam come, how do you manage? People they spend money, they live life without the bam coming.
Yeah.
That one I don't understand. I won't lie to you. I got approached by Fruity. That's what you guys call it. Oh, not once, not twice, not thrice, not bruh.
The
not
Fruity
once.
team.
Oh,
You're
the Fruity. I
fine.
got approached a couple
You're
of
definitely
times.
gonna be approached.
Quick gist. Before I got into the industry, first time I went to Ultimate Search, I got denied. I didn't get into it. Second time, a friend in UI, then I was in UI, said, this is one of my friends is an entertainer. He can guide you into the entertainment industry. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, meet him. I travel the distance, Yanokwaja, someone in Yanokwaja, never been there. I was from Ibadan. I had a friend in Lagos I used to pitch at his side. Got to the place, the guy looks at me, sizes me up, and says, come in. Oh, okay, I go in, and then I didn't feel any type of way. All I just felt when I saw the guy, it was first of all like, I was like, but then again, I'm not judgmental, man. I'm just chill. I don't know what's going on with you. Nigga, put me straight through to the industry I want to get into, and I get that. And this is in the spirit of networking and meeting people. I don't even think my friend knew what I was going to face. I got there. This nigga starts to call out names, starts to talk, say, why do I think they didn't select me for the Ultimate Search? It's because I've not paid my dues. And then you are like them like boys are driving some cars. This nigga sells this whole fruity shit to me in a big way that I'm just there like 2010. Trust me, that's when all them why me or thereabouts. No, this is before 2000. This was like 2009 or 8. I went to Ultimate Search in 2009. I didn't make it, and I went in 2010.
The bunch Why Me was like 2006.
Six.
So you see all those why me, all those things. Started mentioning nice. Meanwhile, I used to do events in my school there with some of my guys. We brought this artist there. We know how much we paid. We know how much, everything. I knew that it wasn't all rosy at that point. We didn't have all these streaming options. Yeah. And then the guy he keeps telling me, he paints this whole picture like, if you don't bend that ass over, you ain't gonna make it, bro. You ain't gonna make shit in this industry. But he was so selling to it. You know when person they talk to you, they look and say,
I could come up.
But then you can understand where women are coming from with it.
Now
Like,
you
if
get
a guy,
it was
look at-
sold as gold.
If a guy, imagine
that
how
this
a
industry
woman's
you will
own is
never
way
make it.
worse.
But then again, I'm from
Like that is the level where you unlock.
Yeah.
your greatness.
That's what you are
Greatness.
missing.
Can I bust your head? I'm from a Christian background, not just a Christian background. I'm a believing. I know where I face. Now that's the only thing that God says kept me. Because the way this guy sold it, and because I wasn't desperate, but if you're saying this is the only way, and you're showing me pictures on your laptop of your
others.
pictures with all these guys, and you're saying this one, you think is other. Baba, he mentioned names that we all know.
You can reach your turn now.
Baba, he mentioned names that we all know. Mentioned you like boys. Mentioned received calls in front of me of like 3 guys that were meant to go somewhere.
Yes,
this guy did the whole 9 years, and I'm like, did this guy, was he waiting for me? Yes, we spoke on the phone. He described his house to me. Now I now start sitting up and looking back at him. If I go and see like 4 guys come out and pin me.
Pin you down.
That's not the sweetest part of this gist. The guy says, so I said, I've never been there. So I don't know what this fruity shit. I bend over. I don't get this memo. I don't know how you I'm stuttering. The guy's like, okay, you know what? We step outside, we sit down, he leaves me for a bit, goes to do some shit. I think he left me to think.
To think about it.
To
make that decision.
I'm like, what the flip? Oh, I can't say, oh no. And then I was modeling, right? I used to go for all these multiple modeling shows where I see a lot of people queue. I'm like, no wonder they go don't select you top 3. Next as you come, you go just see one guy who no did the audition, just be the lead of the commercial. He makes sense because that guy knows the Oga because he's paid the dues. This thing made so much sense to me. Everything started to connect. I was like, man, this industry. Anyway, I can't do this now. I can't imagine myself, they bend. This guy comes downstairs with a candle and a jar of oil.
What?
And tells me I should, because he says I'm a virgin, I should put the candle in the oil as lubricant and make it go through. That after he will now come, check it, and then from there, he will now connect me. I should tell him my first month, I'll be driving the Benz. That I will touch some kind of money I've never touched. I say, look at you now, you're a hunk. Say I hold this candle, the guy, and he leaves me again and goes. The uncompleted bit, I hold the candle.
Yeah, so thinking.
I wish I could stand and show you this thing. I hold the candle. I try look my hands.
I'm traumatized.
I did you. When I said the guy fucked with my mind that I did this, drop this. Let me hold this, darling. Drop this, do this. Fuck it.
No way.
Then the guy comes back. Have you done it? I was like, no. I was like, bro, I would rather God comes down and says, Kunle, you can never make it. And I'll tell you, as you're going, let's go, but let's just be going back. Together. Because there's no point of me being here if I can't make it. I'm holding the candle and the guy looks at me like this. Oh, you can't do it. I'm like, bro, I can't do this. I said, I'm sorry. I was shaking. I was tense because this guy just crushed my whole dream, my whole life, my whole everything I've ever dreamed about. He crushed it with a stupid story. And then he goes, all right, cool. Meanwhile, the funny part, when I got to his house, I went there with my last box. I got to his house and I said, Papa, Papa, this place is far. I didn't know. I think I had only 700 naira. So I took bus. So as I'm going, please, you give me 500k because I have only 200 left. So you give me 500k 500 naira to take me back. I was like, oh yeah, not a problem. When I told the guy I couldn't do that, the guy says, all right, cool. So you ready to go? I was like, yeah. Okay. This guy walks me to his gate. I said, all right, tell your friend that we saw, you're not ready. If you're ready, I hope I'm still here and I'm ready. Let me know. And then he just goes out and locks the gate. I first walk past was say, hey, you're not baja. And they go beggar for a sherry. And they go beggar say, hey, 500 naira. I said I want to go start doing good afternoon, sir. So I'm coming from a distance. That's the only option I had.
Oh shit!
Baba, I said, because I came to you, wasted my time. So I contemplated at the junction, like, hey, do I go back? Should I ask? Let me swallow I don't have any pride at this point to swallow safe. Baba, give me 500 naira. And it wasn't like you had a call to call anybody or I had a banker to say, Baba, send me money. I walked back to his gate. One of that honk was walking behind me. As the guy was walking, I just, I move, I knock. Then the guy just says, hey, I say, hey. And that other guy just comes down and says, then he sees me, opens and says, what do you want? I was like, Baba. Then he sees the other guy. Then he opens the gate because he sees the other guy and he goes, please come in. Then I stand there and I say, Baba, please, I'm begging you. I actually don't have, so God bless that guy wherever he is. I said, please, I need 500 naira to help me back. I will still trek a bit, but please. The guy looks at me, sizes me up, then asks the guy, he says, what's your name? Yes, then the guy mentions his name, I can't remember, and he goes, oh, okay, do you have 500 naira? That one's like, yeah. Gave him 1k. He just gives me the 1k and says, all right, closes the gate. Apparently, I wasn't the guest he was expecting that he was meant to give that story to. It was this other guy he had programmed. Maybe that one had already told him, I'm ready. So he was meant to, so he mistook us for each other. So when the other guy came, so I saw that.
Clarity.
Oh.
Oh, I'm gonna 1,000, yeah. You see, I was spacing. Just drop in front. Just boss, just move. I will hang.
Imagine can do.
I was traumatized.
Can't do on the oil.
I was traumatized for the next few months. I went back to school. I was looking at my friend that introduced me to the guy. Like, nigga, are you straight? Because you've seen my ass a couple of times, bro. Are you okay? And the guy didn't understand what I was saying. I locked it. I didn't go further with that conversation with him. That means he didn't know. So I locked that up. 2010, I won Ultimate Search. I didn't bend over for anybody. I said today I did look for that guy. We say, you know, if he make him.
But can I shock you? Can I shock you? Can I shock you?
Omo, I'm traumatized.
You're traumatized.
Nedu, if you were Nedu then, they probably would have mentioned your name. Because he mentioned every goddamn person I know in the industry. Everybody you have looked up to or you have seen on Channel O, on all them channels then.
Kunle, there are some people, if we start mentioning men that are fruity right now, we're probably going to mention every man in the industry.
Really?
But let's not go there. That's the gist for another day. It's sad. Even in the content creation space, there's a lot of them that are your A-list in the content creating space that you love so much, that are fruity. But the truth is, see, the fact that you are who you are and you stuck to who you were as a person, Baba, now waiting save you. You bend and picks up. Hey!
I say the guy convinced. You don't understand. You know when they sell now when marketers sell something to you, tell them say, give me 2. If I had money, I bought 2. And I bought 2 candles. I said I carry the candle. You don't understand, Nedu? I carry the candle, put them inside the oil. Come out and look at the oil. The oil dropped from my finger. Now I dropped the oil. The year to how he sold it to me, I unbuckle my belt, zip down. Look the candle. Look. But at that point, this doesn't make sense, bro. This is shit. And I'm like, man, I can't do this. I say if I go die, make I die. If God, except God comes and says, Kunle, you can never make it.
Now, Kunle, do you know what? This goes a long way to tell you that
I never said this.
We need to respect. We need to give it to
the honest bunch. I think we deserve a round of applause.
No, and it's not. I'm not saying this because I'm just saying this because people will be led astray by so many things.
Yeah.
We need to also. I think we need to. This is where we need to like respect. Not 100% respect. We need to cut some slack. I think that's a word. To the ladies.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because you know what? You would have done it if you fucked normally that way.
Before the guy talks, I speak and they use that.
You understand? So it is easier for ladies.
You snore but you laugh. I love it.
The ladies will be like, normal fuck. Why they fuck? Nothing. They come inside. Baba, fuck me.
Bam.
It's normal for them.
No, it's not normal for
It's not
women.
normal, but then again,
understand what I'm saying.
Hold on.
Get my point.
I get my point. Hold on. Let me tell you something. Like for every lady that you see out there that's eventually open legs, imagine how many no's she must have said or the tight corner they put her through. I'm not saying that's good enough.
She's got to that point where she knows she needs this thing to get to this next level.
See, I know that's not enough.
Or maybe she's helpless.
Yeah, see.
Hopeless.
It's too
Baba,
much.
there are
The
people
pressure.
to the point where there's nothing else to do.
I've
this
experienced this
industry.
pressure a lot.
Even 9 to 5 now, normal bankers they do.
But a condition, they go when they bend you and you're not self-aware, or you don't even have a stand, or you don't have personally, you don't have what guides you, then you flip and then you probably get used to it, and then you know what, at the end of the day, screw
now
that.
I know.
So a friend of mine
it's not easy. I won't even lie. I give that. In this industry, I know people that still. I know directors that still too sweet. Miss me in this. Are you? But let's do Netflix and chill. I know because I have a couple of female friends that will tell you that. Can you imagine this guy?
And
we don't mention names. So they say he invite me come hotel room. That's a producer or a
It's so
director.
irritating. It's disrespectful.
It's crazy.
Thank you.
And guess what? You're not even doing. Hey. You are doing like you are entitled to that.
And do you know, recently,
because we know that you have done 1 or 2 big films that have been on Netflix. So you know that's all you need to use to scope a babe.
And do you know another thing? Some of them will see you out there and the way they will hug you, because out of respect, you don't really want to push them away. The way they will hug you and you just, what? I like you.
I say a friend of mine from university, after we finish, that from university, we don't even try write interviews before we even know whether we will pass or not. We don't need write. That the dream then people they talk saying slumberger. Julius Berger, and then they pay pass. So we don't already, they apply. We know enter that time. We've been, they look and say, maybe we'll never finish. We can't finish.
Universal.
You understand? Me, don't get rugged experience from my childhood days. You understand? Because I just take one teaching job. You understand? After NYSC, more rugged, yeah. Some people don't get that chance. So this young lady wrote, it was a federal government job. And so the joy, I say, this job, na job where we say, say you they secured. Write the exam, pass, go through the process, do medical, do everything. Now to come pick appointment letter be the issue. Some guy when we say, normally, no fi block her for road.
Na in the letter.
Yes, no fi block her for road. The person send her the place where she go pick the letter from. She said, this place no be secretariat now. And the DC talk say, you go pick from here. The guy tell him, say, you have till so time. If you not pick him, forget about the job.
Like that,
so sometimes people are in certain positions where they are helpless and hopeless. They don't know what to do.
Now,
I pray and I say, may God not put us for that kind of situation.
Now, once you bend over once.
Oh, that's it. And to go round. Go round to the only dust. Everybody know that they bent over.
My own is, if you know...
Because at the end of the day, because at least I get what I want. Even though it's not pleasure now, I just get what I want from just bending over. So it's a... Now, what you now do, as to you being better and creating more value for yourself to be able to stop that, what you now end up doing is you end up positioning more of those
collecting.
I gotta slay to the point that the next one has reached than that guy's boss will now be the one calling me to pick up my letter for promotion, not the guy.
Not the guy himself.
So the guy will let the boss know now. They'll be the ones to refer you. Like, but
like, obviously, you cannot fuck the guy or people want to.
The thing is,
set them up.
What I want to say is, we've gotten to the point where a lot of people just, lie to themselves a lot. I cannot count a lot of people that have gotten to the point where they are in life because of one or two men that they fucked. And they are there, they tell you it's hard work that has gotten them there, which meanwhile, obviously, we know.
It's not easy. That one too is hard work.
This thing that Kunle said, I'm not gonna give you, this thing that Kunle said is enough. It don't come make me, I can't excuse the ladies.
Yeah.
For doing what they're doing. Because the truth is,
But guess what? You see, that excuse is good. But like I say, if you don't have what you stand for, if you don't know your worth, if you feel like this is the only way. Papa, I was close. The only thing we just guide me and say, if I bust my ass, they cry. Let's go check. They go give me that same 1K. The next they go come collect one bed. They go the boss. Yeah, they go the boss now.
And guess what? You'd have liked it later.
You would have
and then you come find one girl where you come marry.
Let me say no. From today,
you come find one girl where you come marry. The girl will come and later say no, they marry you again.
At some point, it now becomes the conversation of saying. It now becomes the conversation of me saying, you know what? It's the same way for my career, and I can tell you that. For you to see me on the project, whatever it is, this is what gets me out of my house. I can tell you that I've worked for a decade. Oh, Kunle, so now I be entertained. When they say Kunle, what I say, I'm an entertainer. I'm a content creator. I'm a host. I'm an actor. I'm a filmmaker. I'm a producer. I'm a creative director. I get training and backings for this. I'm an hospitality consultant. But I can count all this. But this is entertainment. So I cut in. But I can tell you that for you to have me on your show or grace your events, this is the amount it will be. I can call that shot now. Before I couldn't call that shot.
But
I forget stupid money. We be saying.
Can I shock you? It gets some one veteran where they the movie industry, where they fruity.
They do have fruity, sha.
No, of course I know all of them because we did the industry and we get this gist all the time. I'm not gonna mention the.
But again, that guy that was selling shit to me lied about a couple of people.
Of course,
50%. Yeah. There were more people that were in there, and then so out of 100, maybe like he was probably right about 60. 40 is just make
it balance it.
So imagine a babe goes there and they tell you a babe goes there and they tell you that what are you doing now? What's wrong? Even retard Dominic now.
Yeah.
Nobody say talk about just say even retard, even in he just mention it. You go look and say.
But this question I want to ask you. This is a veteran. This is someone that started the industry a long time ago, soaps and all that. He's fruity, slightly fruity. He's fruity, and then the other way.
Fruit Loops.
Now, what do you now say about
See that Fruit Loops.
the Fruity Loops? isn't it?
Frozen.
Fruity Loops singlet. That's what you
That's
for university.
something.
Fruity Loops singlet and boxers. But anyway, now what do you now say about those way? Because normally those who want to enter industry, they go tell them, say, okay, you have to be fruity for us to give you something. What of this person in don't enter the industry? They don't know for the industry, but you see the fruity at the tail end of it, of the career, whatever. How do you explain that? Now for saying that for the connect in the drum, I've been for more jobs, or because of saying they don't say, okay, I'm not
it's probably now your system.
He probably
You know,
likes
it's
it
probably
now.
yeah.
It's just on the drum, not let us know.
But there's something called it's a habit. No be things where if you stop, just like that. Habit takes grace. Sometimes it takes self-discipline. People will say, I want to work out, I'm fat. It's not just saying it. You go day, even the days you don't the day you break your habits are the days even when you don't feel like doing
sorry,
it.
Let me.
Material is short of words.
Okay, so but I mean,
For the first time, also material is short of words.
I mean, you know, when we have conversations like this, we always try as much as we can to identify lessons that people can imbibe. Truth is, you will be faced with trials and tribulations.
Absolutely.
There will be temptations.
Definitely.
It's not going to be easy.
No be temptation corner now. Temptation way they look you like this.
Temptation will look you. And you might be forced to even begin to make excuses because girls who can say, after all, I do not have anything.
After that, they use this shit they come out inside. What is
What's
worse?
it? No be say I get used now.
Not be say I get
No,
used
no
for
be
now.
just that one, Sha. You know, maybe to compromise your principles or things when we say you represent because of just say, you know, you guys do this thing. I think it's important to keep in mind that these things would happen and these people would come, but it's not going to be easy. I mean, because if you never did that situation, you go think, say, you go feel motivate. You understand? Like what are they do now?
It's easier for you to talk.
To
because
motivate.
An example is there's someone that's gone. Both of them have gone for Big Brother. She told. I'm sorry. I'm having to mention Big Brother. Please forgive me. And then the girl told me, "Oh, my boyfriend went for a meeting at Radisson Blue." And you all know the person. I'm not going to mention it. At the end of the stuff, I'll mention the person. The guy dropped briefcase of dollars. All you need to do is stoop that ass. Just bend down. The guy say, Baba, no vex. I like this money. Oh. It go help me for the rest of my life. I not go look for any money. Oh. I not feel bend down. And that's how he left. That's the last time I heard of it.
But as they go down, they go to think and say, no be just yansh. If I just tilt small.
You rub oil.
Because money is money.
Oh, no.
The person who talks say money is the root of all evil. Now Bible now is the root of Baba. Money.
But my
na
question
him.
be say, why it be say people where they do this thing, they get money? Why?
Well, you can't understand. You can't understand. It's fetish for some people. Some people is just who they are.
They defy the rules.
It's just I've conquered everything. I don't know what else to conquer now.
Let me do more.
They just don't know
Some
what
of
to
them
do
is
with
just
money.
them feeling like I said in the old. They said no, I read about animals. Lions. If you, male lions mate. So if you see two male lions, it's not because he likes you. It's just because he wants
Domineering.
Yeah, it's just domineering, just to show you that
It's the same way.
hey, I don't need this, but
I'ma do
yeah.
it.
So I think it's the same thing with human beings. There are just different reasons for it. But like you say, once you understand your value, your worth, and you have your principle, and you have what
So
is greater than what you want to become,
Mm-hmm.
that you stand for, stand with. Some of us is God. That's the only person we have to say. And I can tell you that I'm an example and I'm a testimony that my work and my walk with Him has made me get to this point. Where
Good.
I can walk into anywhere, into any office.
With
I can
boldness.
call. I can literally, if I don't know Nedu, I can say, yo, G Alpha, and you respond because I know Kunle Remi. It's not like you're bringing. It takes that. And again, I was willing to go through the process. But I wasn't, like I said to you, I'm confident. I wasn't concerned about what whip you're bringing. I don't know how much they sell hair. I don't know. I'm sorry, Baba. When you see a babe, do you look at, wow, nice makeup? I like your eyeshadow.
That's all.
No, do you look at the necklace that Rolex is sold? No, if it's a man, I can look at your watch, I look at your shoes.
Me, I'm sapiosexual.
Exactly.
I
I need to hear you talk.
I like intelligence.
Right? I need to hear you talk. I need to hear what you got. Not so we don't look at those things.
Just have fine breasts and fine ass. That's all.
We don't need to look at those things to drive us to go, oh, this. But then again, so I think I was extra confident with growing, and like I would always say, I am hungry, but I am not in a hurry.
Yeah,
It's two different things. I'm hungry for that greatness, but me okonju.
That part. See, all of you that are watching this, if you're an aspiring actor, an aspiring actress,
or you're looking to grow in your career,
whatever industry,
whatever it is, whatever industry you are, and you're looking to be like these people that post on social media that have gotten a car, they got this range, they've got this house, they've bought a house for their mom, they bought a house for their dad. You're hungry. What's the word again?
I'm hungry, but I'm not in a hurry.
Be hungry, but not be in a hurry.
Well, hungry doesn't mean you eat everything. The one way go make you purge, you know,
like,
go chop.
calm down. You know if you chop everything.
Yeah, exactly. No, the one way go chop, we go belly for you for the next level.
Exactly.
Belly for you for the next level. At a point, you see all those things. But at a point, you didn't start like this.
Obviously.
At the point, you can sit down and they tell you we are going to Dubai tomorrow. Okay, now to pack your bag. There you are. Other material, I'm not going there for the next episode though. Fiam, you don't go. You're not spending a dime.
I mean,
it didn't happen 2 days.
Saying that I'm not here today. You get points when they be saying and gave me my first London visa. They gave me 1 month.
He go pay you, eh?
No.
He go pay you. You go collect them because
at least
you get the point they reach. They give me 2 years. I look. They get point they give me 5 years. They get point they give me 10 years. I'm like, okay.
That 5 years if you don't even travel.
Exactly my point. You get what I'm saying? You get all the you pray for Yankee visa. When they give you Yankee visa, be like,
how many times
it's normal, innit? How many times I want to go? Only when I get job, I go now. I just want to get time so that it's not get I get job. I call the same I apply for visa. What's that? So the thing is, be hungry, but don't be in a hurry. Because when you are in a hurry, that is when you do anything and everything.
And they'll devour you.
And they'll devour you. And guess what? You lose who you are. You get lost in the process.
Jay, this is the motivational episode. This is the motivational Jay, Mama, you motivate me.
You can't look at what you can't like. So I think it's what you said. You can't calculate people's pockets.
Yeah, you can't pocket watch.
You can't necessarily say, oh, this girl now, she gets small, get big. You don't know what people are. Some people are selling. Some people are selling. I met Aina. When I met Aina, my colleague, my friend, very good friend. Aina, I bought selfie stick from Aina. They bring them from China. It's selfie stick. This was 2014.
Me and husband go Ghana not too long. The apartments where we stay, we go there, go hustle 1 or 2. We see Aina. What are you doing here? Now hustle, he can't hustle.
Papa me.
Oh, you don't see that part of him.
You don't see it. This is an Igbo man with Igbo sense that just knows that he needs to, import this one. I meet a lot of people. Yeah, people are doing different things just to survive. Not everybody is bending over or being bent over.
True that.
That's how the conversation is. But so you can't, as a viewer or as a fan outside the wall, you can't judge everybody with their pocket or know that because I'm an upcoming actor, they pay me 150 for a role. How much are they? They can't pay this person more than 200k. Why is he driving this car? No. This person, if you don't collect 200k tire, start small business.
My brother, no talk.
If you been causing, I drive my brother. Sorry, brother. I drive my friend Bez go Diamond Bank one time. I was just on Tinsel then, Zane. I met people. It was nice. Next thing, one of the people in the bank escorted me out of the bank to just. I noticed the person saw the car I drove and they, my guy did there, but not just me drive the car. But guess what? Don't be say I go package with the car. I just say, I'll make a drive. And I drove the Benz C300. The person look me, size me up, say, okay, nice one. This is how they do things. I ain't doing shit. I'm not doing things.
The first movie I did, was it with that guy we be marry Tony Abraham one time or that?
Oh, that's Johnson guy.
Some dude, yeah. That was the first movie I did. I got 50,000 naira from the movie, or 20,000, I can't remember. That was the first movie I did. But you can't call me in the movie right now and give me 1 million. I will not collect it. Period. Because a day of my time is worth a lot. You can't tell me you can be in a 3 days movie. I know what it's worth. I know what my time is worth. The thing is, no rush. When you're trying to get into the industry, you are secretly Remi. Niggas worked for his life. He can tell years.
A decade is 10 years old.
10 years.
Before they just think, say, should be decade in it.
10
whole years.
10 whole freaking
365
years.
times.
Now, in that 10 years, if bruv have told you what he's gone through, insults, abuse, whatever. where in don't go through. But are you willing to do that?
At the same time, improving himself. So that
Yeah.
he were in there for 10 years ago, no be wearing.
You are watching a Nicolakpo, be like, Kunle, Kiniko.
And you killed it. Yeah.
Duh.
The only game was to kill this thing from the beginning.
That was the plan.
And Kunle is fucking good.
And sexy.
Bite me.
I heard that good, but you say something.
Oh, well, and sexy.
Oh, yeah, sexy. Do your things, darling.
He's fucking good.
But then I go to the gym for that.
Thank you for mentioning that.
See, I went gym outfit because they go gym from.
No. Kunle, thank you for mentioning this. Kunle is fucking good. Now, Osman Sarah mentioned that this nigga has, over the period of time, over the years, worked on himself. Kunle works on himself every day. As he come up for one set, he'll go back house, go sit down, say, what would I have done better?
Boom. And the day premiere, they reason that thing. Say,
Exactly. He will ask himself, what would I have done better? And he works on himself so that for the next project, he will do even better. And he not stop there. He goes to the fucking gym to be in good shape. As they come out here, he don't go gym. What the fuck are you doing?
Drinking
you
beer.
think it's just about open
And
leg?
trolling people.
Is that
and calculating people's account. Calculating people's money. Say no. Whiskey
These are
don't
the
fit
Yahoo
$100,000. Alaye magba.
Let me shock you. Me and Osman Sarah were in Dubai sometime recently. We're with a friend. I'm not going to mention his name. Okay, let me mention the Kano one. Osman Sarah, how much were they begging Whiskey? Was it 32 million or 20 something million? They were begging Whiskey to come and perform with 32 million. Baba not agree. If they not give them 14 million, they come.
Years ago,
last year, I went to Dubai. Money that they pay for one artist, I will not mention his name. They paid me $80,000 to perform. They paid Whiskey, I think $150,000 or $200,000. That $80,000 was for 3 shows. Whiskey to perform $200,000 for 1 show. Years ago, last summer. So the thing is, you have to. My brother Osman Chara is here. There was a time that Osman Chara was collecting 20K to anchor an event. There was time that me, I collected 30,000 naira to anchor an event. If you don't have 3 million naira for to anchor an event, don't fucking call me. That's the least I can collect.
But you can call me, Sha. I can see what is, Alaji Musa. I will wear white jalabia.
So the thing is, understand that what we're talking about, this topic we're talking about, if you sleep your way through, you will not stop.
Yeah.
It's
an addiction.
It's an addiction. You will not stop.
Even you, it's to wear you out.
It's to wear
How
you
many
out.
people you want?
You will lose your self-esteem as a person.
Bro.
You will lose everything that you think you're fighting for. Be like Kunle.
Hey. He ain't perfect though. He ain't perfect.
And it doesn't bend over.
That's not even the conversation. But he's not perfect. We are all not perfect.
Oh, we're not.
We thrive to do better, to be better, and that's the consciousness we have to live well, live right, do better, be better, not just live anyhow.
True.
Consciously.
Great episode, The Honest Bunch. And that is why every time you view any of our episodes, you leave with something. We know you just can't shout.
The one where I was, when I see the you play small break, don't tell me say I have small break. I say, all of us don't enter that matter. I say, don't you spoke our heart to as well. Say small play.
So guys, nice one. Your suggestions, your comments. I'm very sure that we'd have an episode where we would, just discuss your comments. Look how they give us topic suggestions.
Yeah.
Hopefully, one of these days we will discuss them. I will go even tell you, say, maybe Amarachi Nwachuku. Now you tell us more, we'll discuss this one. Oh. Thank you for your support. Thanks, Kunle Remi. Bye-bye.
Yes, thank
we
you,
appreciate it.
I was really just.
I want to handshake as well.
I'm 100% certain. I'm 100% certain that if we had continued this conversation, Kunle would have had 1,000,001 things to say.
About where they go.
Now, one thing I'm going to tell you is Kunle is going to come back on this season. Definitely, he's going to come back on this season. But I want to say thank you to all of you. Thank you for following us. Thank you for loving us. We appreciate you. From Muslim, in fact, let me leave it to Osman Sarah to do the end credits.
We don't already end them.
You
now.
don't say thank you.
Okay. From Osman Sarah, the 6 foot tall chocolates, that whatever.
Papi.
And by the
6
way,
packs coming.
By the way,
this year, Kunle Remi don't motivate me.
By the way, guys, I need you. So at the beginning of this episode, I looked at my sister's clothes. I'm like, you're looking good. But I think she needs to stand. Tone, please, can you stand up? She looks fucking good.
Oh
Do
my
you wanna
god,
stand up?
yo!
So cute.
But because Kunle is out, get out.
Now,
I'm
she looks
looking.
very good. Now she looks very good in what she's wearing. And then Zainab,
Sweet
if I start Zainab to stand up, all
Anyway.
of you promiscuous men.
Zainab, stand up.
Zainab, do you want to stand
Stand
a
up.
bit? Just
Stand
high.
up, baby.
Do you
Stand
want to stand,
up.
turn, and then do the swerve?
She has some
Do the
nice
twerk.
things.
Hey,
nice things.
Amazing things.
Anyways, I'm not gonna tell Kunle to
do
stand
not
because
give
you
me-
married women.
No, you shouldn't stand up, please. We don't want to pass
no,
you.
Romans chapter 23 verse 2.
Enjoy beautiful things today.
I want to say thank you to all of you. From all of us here at the Hunters Bunch, from the in-house crew that you don't see them, from the Best, from the Give, from the Mikus, from all of them that you don't see. From what's your name again? What's your name again?
Debo.
From Debo, from Mandy, and all the NYC people that are coming to serve with us.
Mandy
Wanna
is
say-
it Chimamanda?
Mandy kiss.
Oh my god.
Chimamanda.
It's Mandy Kiss.
Mandy kiss.
Mandy Kiss calling or what's with that girl with always lie with her this thing. That girl would always lie with Instagram posts.
Person must collect bullets from this Nedu.
You get all this like.
That girl. Papaya!
I didn't mention.
Anyway,
I
from
wasn't
everybody,
on that.
thank
Love
you.
of Jesus.
Good night. Have a wonderful day. We love you.
Oh, you ended
Peace
it.
out.